those 9 data points. Do we have any doubts, guys? Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible. No doubts, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Shall we move to the next point? Is that okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, again an easy part I will choose. Okay, that's why I'm like from here jumping there, jumping here, jumping there, like that I'm doing. That's why it will be kind of easy, right? That's why. Fine. Next is opportunity in green building. Any idea what is green building? We discussed, right? What we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Certified environmental
Um,
friendly.
Yes, yes. We saw in screening, right? Screening also
Yes,
we
ma'am.
saw.
Yes,
Screen.
ma'am.
Everything we saw. So here again,
Carbon also we
yeah,
saw.
carbon also we saw. Yes. So we have a list, okay. But screening it is different. Like whether the green building should get some revenue, then only we'll mark it as yes over there, right? Here, what we are going to do now, if the company is having a green building now, we'll put yes. Wherever you find, if you are doing United States, lead is there, select the line where the lead certificate is there. Just the statement we have to select. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
You can also search with green building word because like that it will be there. Like this also it will be there. Okay, we have over a past decade instead that all of our projects are third party certified green buildings. And can we take this as green building certificate?
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
In எல்லாமே third party certificate தான் கம்பெனியோட certificate இது எல்லாமே third party everything is third party certificate yes. So check for all these names, check for green building also. That is, the use keyword as green building also. So that in some cases it will be like this, we can capture that, right? Fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I have shared you yesterday the document, but please ignore that document. We have somewhat like interlinked or something. I'll send you this document to you. You can open it and you can use this for final. Okay, this is all old data points which we are doing right now. Like past 1 year, we are doing these data points. Okay. After this is over, this is a count of 155 data points. After this gets over, the remaining 240 is totally new to us too. Okay, so you will be having a combined session with batch two, batch one and batch. We are batch one. Okay, I'll change the name. We are batch one actually. So batch one and batch two will be together for the remaining. That is from Friday. From Friday, we'll be having both the batches together. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So these are old data points we already know, so we are discussing it. Whatever comes now, it is still yet to be like this document is also yet to be prepared. We are still in process on that only. That is why like we have combined. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
So the description of level of green building commitment related to country standard, we are going to capture the statement. What we are going to capture the statement, we are going to capture the statement means you have to copy the statement and paste in the answer column. That's it. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
fine. So green leases as percentage of total leases. I think we have discussed the related data points, right? Same way we saw so many data points like compared to total loans, compared to total premiums. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So can anyone guess the formula for this? Green leases as percentage of total leases?
Green leases divided by total leases into 100.
Yes, very good, super. That's it. Green leases divided by total leases into 100. So where will the lease come? Which company, which sector is going to lease?
Real estate.
Real estate they sell, right? Yeah, page
Affordable
2.
renting.
Yeah, renting, that is the point. Renting, leasing, these times now they'll come here. Other companies will not have this. Okay. So two names are there, green lease, okay, triple net lease. Because triple net lease is also related to green lease. You can search in Google, it will come. Okay, fine. I
Yeah,
can
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
okay. So we have other names is see aligned leases, high performance leases, energy efficient lease, lease with green addendums. What is addendums now? Item of additional material added to the end of the book document, like something else. Like you can use all these as keywords to search. Okay. I think real estate may have, but if the company is renting the like hotels or something, you can come this. I think I don't know. I'm not very sure. Till now, no answer was there for us. The possibility of occurrence is zero till now. Fine. Till now, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the formula you have green lease divided by the total lease into 100, and for green lease you can use all these items to search. Okay, when you see is there is a lease. Right. Can we move to next data point?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So description of non-certified green building efforts. What are all the non-certified green building efforts? Now it is not green building certified, but it is acting like that. So these are all the points we will search so that we take that statement for that. Okay. See, carbon efficiency, energy efficiency, you are going to search. Okay. Construction of waste management to sustainable site development, water efficiency, material and source. We are going to search whether we are going to choose environmental friendly material, environmental friendly resources which can be recycled, like that. Okay. Sustainability materials is the material which is not harming the environment. Okay, fine. So
Yeah, ma'am.
these are the points here. You have to search all these activities are there in the report or not. Then we'll go mark that statement for this data point. Description of non-certified green building efforts. Fine, fine, not fine. Okay, not okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So can anyone say what to be captured from this?
Energy efficiency. I mean, efficient energy
Yeah.
use.
Yes. From here you can capture the data. I mean, capture the thing. Like you can answer this statement. Okay. You will capture this, we copy this and paste it in the answer. That's it.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Very simple. Now, only these things will be your non-certified green building activities. If these activities are there, it is you can relate, right? Everything is not harming the environment, which is helping the environment, like that it will be. Okay, so these kinds now, these activities are related to non-certified green building activities. Any doubts, guys?
Ma'am,
No,
if
ma'am.
any company have, like most of the companies will be having this kind of efforts, no, ma'am. So we'll be
Yes.
capturing it, right?
Yeah, you can capture it, no problem. Energy efficiency, if you see the company is making energy efficiency, you can capture the statement, no problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. We have different approach. Number of complaints. I think I don't have to explain what is complaint, right?
Yes.
Fine. So we are going to search whether how many number of complaints are there, complaints the company received. Okay. Customer feedbacks, complaints, anything, any kind of complaints will be taken for this. Okay, fine. So yeah, from here customer complaint received and redressed. Okay, so how many complaints have been received?
Received is 39,081, ma'am.
Yes, it's 39,081. The customer complaint received now, the number of customer complaints will take it here. No, any complaints will be taken here. Okay, any number of complaints, customer complaints, employees complaint. Okay, dealers, like all the complaints will be added here. Fine. And we specifically have separate data point customer complaint. Okay, from that here, can you say what is the customer complaint? 39,081 again, no problem. It's customer complaint alone. This number of complaint includes customer complaints and all other complaints, even from supplier, even from contractor, even from employees. Okay, total number of complaints we received, the company received. Now we'll take that number. Specifically, the number of complaints from customer now we'll take here. Point taken?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
then number of complaints redressed during the year means in which one we have to take, ma'am?
Yeah, I'll come to that point. We are coming to that point.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So till now we see how much we receive. Okay. For this data point, we'll say from all now we'll whatever complaint received in the company will take, and for this data point only from the customer the number of complaints we are going to consider, and here this data point captures the number of complaints resolved, redressed. Okay, redressed. Redressed means it's resolved. Okay. So now can you say what is the number of complaints resolved in here?
35,978.
Yes. Now getting my point? Totally how
Yeah,
many complaints received we are going to take here. Out of which how many customer complaints are there? We are going to put the number here. And out of which how many has been solved, redressed, addressed, everything will come here. Fine. These three data points, any doubt in this?
No, ma'am. Clear.
ma'am, you asked few questions regarding this, ma'am. Whether we can answer means we will be clear.
I know, but I don't have some samples here now. That's why I'm like thinking. But you can refer now total number of complaints. For example, okay, I'll take the exam. No problem. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Customer complaint. Okay, employee complaint, contractor. Can you say the numbers, please? Numbers. Any number? Okay.
20,000.
5. Okay. 80, 55. Contract 2. Okay, 25. Okay. Out of which 80% resolved. So now you say what is the number of complaints?
160.
160, ma'am.
160. Yes. Number of complaints 160. What is the customer complaint?
80.
80,
80.
ma'am.
80.
80. How much got resolved?
80 percentage.
128.
80%.
So should we put 80
128,
percentage?
I think so.
Should we
It's
put
128.
80 percentage?
80 by 100.
20. Yes. The total number of complaints
128 to
divided
solve.
by, I mean, into the percentage resolved. Okay. So this is how it works. Now, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
ma'am.
okay was so good. Okay, fine. So this will be in some cases now it will be scattered, like number of complaints from employee will be in some other page, number of customer complaint will be in some other page. If you start searching now, for example, I'm just taking some random files. While we searched for agriculture, what did I do now? I searched everything. I did not leave. When I get complaint, first in first page customer complaints will be there. We'll take that number, then we'll close it. You should not be like that. You have to search till the end. That is, if you have 24 searches for agriculture, you should search all 24. Okay. எவ்வளோ
Yeah,
ஹிட்ஸ்
ma'am.
வருதோ இப்போ அக்ரிகல்ச்சருக்கு 24 ஹிட் வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த 24லயும் என்ன இருக்குன்னு நம்ம ஃபுல்லா செக் பண்ணணும். பாதி செக் பண்ணி விட்டோம்னா பாதி ஆன்சர் தான் நம்மளுக்கு இருக்கும், மீதி ஆன்சர் நம்மளுக்கு இருக்காது. அதனால ஃபுல்லா ஒரு வாட்டி செக் பண்ணிடுங்க. எல்லா ஹிட்ஸும் செக் பண்ணுங்க. 24 இருக்குன்னா 24 ஹிட்ஸும் செக் பண்ணுங்க. தெரியுதா 24 ஹிட்ஸ் எதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு? நம்பர் ஆஃப் சர்ச்.
புரியுது.
அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஏன்னா கஸ்டமர் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேஜ்ல இருக்கும், நம்ம அதை எடுத்துட்டு எம்ப்ளாயி கம்ப்ளைண்ட்டை மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா மொத்தம் போயிடுச்சு, அப்புறம் ஆன்சர் தப்பாயிடும் இல்லையா? ஓகே, I think fine with all. We move to the next point. I'm damn sure saying I have never seen this data point for past 1.5 years. I've never seen this data point. This possibility is 0.01. Okay, 0.01. If you read this, you'll know. So, anyone can say what is anti-corruption and anti-bribery? Corruption and bribery.
லஞ்சம் மேம். லஞ்சம் ஒழிப்பு.
Yes, corruption, bribery, ransom. So if it is anti na, then what does mean? What does that mean?
Against
Against.
corruption. I mean
Yeah,
against.
yes, against. Yes. So the company will be usually like saying we are anti-corruption and we are anti-bribery just for namesake. I know that, everybody knows that, right? You want to get job in a
Yeah,
big company, you want recommendation, you want some money, right? They
right,
are,
ma'am.
yes, they are cheating, but don't believe. But no other go. If they mention this in report, we have to accept that. Okay. So fine. See, while seeing overall what you are looking at now, whether the company is making fraud to us, whether the company is making a fraud to environment, we are going to search that only. Can you see that? Can you see that? Like what the company is making, cheating the environment by putting all the waste to them, right? We are finding all such
Yeah.
things right now. Kind of social service. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we'll see. Cases of insufficient action taken to address and breaches of standards of anti-corruption and anti-bribery. Okay. So I think this is great. I'll go for disclosed first. Yes. Fine. So the concept of this data point is there should be a corruption activity taken place. Okay, there should be a bribery activity which has been taken place. That is what they say breach of standard. Breach of standard means breaking the rules, right? Breach of standard means breaking the rules. Breaking the rules of what? Anti-corruption and anti-bribery. When you break the rules of anti-corruption and anti-bribery, what does that mean?
Fraudulent activities.
Fraudulent activities. Yes. So தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா breaches of standardனா ரூல்ஸ் உடைக்கிறதுன்னு அர்த்தம். எந்த ரூல்ஸ் உடைக்கிறாங்க? ஆன்டி கரப்ஷன், ஆன்டி பிரைபரி ரூல்ஸ் உடைக்கிறாங்க. ஆன்டி கரப்ஷன், ஆன்டி பிரைபரினா நாங்க ஊழல் பண்ணல, நம்ம லஞ்சம் வாங்கல அப்படின்ற மாதிரி பேரை கொடுத்துட்டு அதை பிரேக் பண்றாங்கன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அப்ப அவங்க லஞ்சம் வாங்குறாங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். கரெக்டா?
Right, ma'am.
அதுதான். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி கேசஸ்க்கு இந்த கம்பெனி வந்து எஃபிஷியண்டா ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்கல. லைக் ஒரு ஜாப் வேணும், நம்ம வந்து காசு கொடுத்து உள்ள போயிருக்கோம், அது மேல இருக்கவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு, அவங்க கரெக்டான ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்கல அப்படின்னா அந்த மாதிரி எத்தனை கேஸ் இருக்குன்னு கேக்குறாங்க.
கேஸ் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு கேட்கல, எத்தனை இருக்குன்னு தான் கேக்குறாங்க.
கேஸ் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு தான் கேக்குறாங்க, எத்தனை இருக்குன்னு கேட்கல. டிஸ்க்ளோஸ் எஸ் நோ நாட் ரிப்போர்ட்டட் தான். அந்த மாதிரி கேஸ் இருக்கா இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கா இல்லையா, இருக்கா இல்லையாண்டா, எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னுலாம் தேவையில்ல, இருக்கா இல்லையா. ஒவ்வொரு கேஸ் இருந்தாலும் வந்து நம்ம இருக்குன்னே போட்டுருவோம், எஸ் தான் போடுவோம். கேசஸ்க்கு அந்த கேசஸ்க்கு அதாவது லஞ்சம் வாங்கினது வெளியில தெரிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறமும் அவங்க சரியா ஆக்ஷன் அதை தடுக்கிறதுக்கு நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கலைன்னா அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் ரிப்போர்ட்ல மென்ஷன் பண்ணி இருந்தா அப்போ நம்ம எஸ்ன்னு போடுவோம். யாராச்சும் பண்ணுவாங்களா சொல்லுங்க? நான் லஞ்சம்
இல்ல
வாங்கியிருக்கேன்,
மேம், பண்ண மாட்டா
வந்து
மேம்.
வேலை
அந்த நோ.
அதான் சொல்றேன், டேட்டா பாயிண்ட் வரவே வராது. ஓகே, ஆனா தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, வேற வழி இல்லை. Okay, so disclosed na, yes, no, not reported. Okay, so what this says na, the anti-corruption and anti-bribery policies like there na, standards are there. Breach of standard, that is they are breaking the law of anti-corruption and anti-bribery, that is they are doing some bribery works, they are doing some corruption works. So if the top management knows about that and they didn't take any sufficient action, that is to stop that, you should take some action, right? If that action
Yes.
was not sufficient, is there any cases like that in the report? Then we'll mark it as yes. Otherwise, we'll mark it as not reported. Fine?
Yeah, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
I just repeated everything in English
Yes,
because some
ma'am.
people, yeah,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
So again, here comes the date rule. Only when you see the cases of corrupt, insufficient action taken to address this breach of standards of anti-corruption and anti-bribery. Reading this itself getting me so much tired. Okay, so if this data point goes yes, then we go to this data point date. So what is the rule of the date? Date rule, guys. Date rule. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. If it is mentioned, we should take that or else fiscal year.
Yes, super.
That.
Not reported. And even if this data point is not available, that time not reported. Okay. Otherwise, we
Okay, ma'am.
have to
Take
say
fiscal.
take the date given in the report or fiscal year. And yes, super. Why nobody like only one or two answered others? Are we
Yeah,
like okay with
yeah,
the date rule?
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, Guys, please do listen. We don't have any other time to just make this much description or learning or something. Okay, we have to be like
If they
fast.
mention in the report only, we have to write the date, ma'am. Otherwise, no, no.
Yeah, if it is mentioned in the report, then we'll go for it. That is, if this data point is filled na, we'll fill this data point. Otherwise, we'll leave this as blank.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Hope fine? Yes, fine for all.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Date
Yes,
rule
ma'am.
and
yes, ma'am.
things. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
This point. Next. Annual employee turnover percentage. Don't worry, search for turnover. But in some cases, now revenue turnover will be there. Okay, please don't take that. You have to take employee turnover. Fine. What is
Yeah,
employee
ma'am.
Yes,
turnover?
ma'am.
How many people are leaving the organization or replaced by new employees? That is called turnover. Okay. This meaning of turnover, employee turnover, refers to the number or percentage of workers who leave an organization are replaced by new employees. Okay. So, for example, because we have so many rules to be followed here, any doubt in this? Like explanation, annual employee turnover percentage?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
This
ma'am.
is
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
directly given. Don't worry, this is
No, ma'am.
directly given. Okay. But we have some rules to be followed, but this is direct data point. Don't forget, this is direct data point. Okay. It will be available directly. So first we have employee turnover, all employees, employee turnover male, employee turnover female. So obviously annual employee turnover, it doesn't bifurcate male or female. So in that case, what will be your answer?
All employee.
15
15
percentage, all
All
employees.
percentage.
Yes, all employees for the recent year, 15 percentage. Yes. See, we have two different types, that is voluntary turnover, okay, and mandatory turnover. Two things are there. Voluntary turnover means if they voluntary like go outside of the company, that is voluntary. Mandatory means the company is dismissing them like that, na, that is mandatory, right? Can you make the difference between voluntary and the mandatory?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
You
ma'am.
know, mandatory means
Yeah, ma'am.
compulsory, right? Yeah. So mostly when voluntary is given and total is given, we will go for total. Okay, when voluntary and total both are given now, we'll go for total. Okay. In case there is no total turnover is given, they have given voluntary turnover now, then we'll go for voluntary. We have three different things. That is total turnover, voluntary turnover, finally mandatory turnover. Okay. These are the things, three things where you can fill for this data point. Total, voluntary, and mandatory. Percentage is given, we can take. Okay, if either one is given, we can take. If two things are given, that is total and voluntary, if both are given, now which one we will choose?
Total.
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 Okay. When voluntary and mandatory are given, now we go for voluntary. This is the first preference. This is the second preference. This is the third preference. That's it. We
Okay.
number it like preference. Like first preference is total, second is voluntary, third is mandatory. If only one is there, we can take that percentage, no problem. If either two is given now, this is the priority. Now you can understand now what to be taken.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is the priority. Don't forget, this is the priority. So now we comes to different types. Okay. So from voluntary and this, none. Right now we discussed this, so no problem. When it is categorized like sales and non-sales, it is categorized with female and male. How we will calculate this? We cannot calculate this. Okay, so we cannot calculate this since the data is bifurcated in gender. If the turnover is given male and female like that, na, we will not calculate. We can rather leave this as blank. Okay,
Okay,
when
ma'am.
when total given, take that. Okay, when
Yeah,
only
ma'am.
this
Yeah.
bifurcation is given, we cannot take.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I think I have completed, like, people understood this, right? So shall I move to the next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Next. This is also kind of related point. Two data points are there with this related. Okay, one is layoff. You know what is layoff?
No, ma'am.
What? Terminate. Yes, yes, yes. Terminate, terminate. Yes, yes. See, they have not changed that. They just kept it like that. No problem. I'll remove this. Hello, because this will not come yet. Okay, layoff means uh, terminating or dismissing a group of people. Okay, that is called layoff. A group of people, not one person or two-person, a group of people are going to be sent out of the company. That is called the layoff. Okay, so we are going to
Yeah.
see more than 10 percentage of workforce or more than 1,000 employees are affected by layoff. Okay, pandemic, yeah, pandemic came, they gave layoff in so many companies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
COVID,
Yeah, ma'am.
yeah, so many of them
Yeah.
lost their jobs. So, for example, we are in a company, we are dismissing because of layoff and pandemic, we are dismissing like 1,500 employees. So, will it come here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because
It will
the
come
number is more than
more than 1,000.
1,000.
More than 1,000 employees.
So, so this is also very rare data point. Maybe like in 2020, 19, like that now, because of the pandemic, it, they would have mentioned something about layoff, so you could find something, right? But remember, this should happen only in the fiscal year, what you are seeing. The period, na, what is that? From Jan to December or from April to March, like that, na, from that particular period, na, they should have done this layoff. Then only we'll calculate if it is more than 10, na, if more than 100,000 people, na, like that we are going to see and we are going to mark it as yes, no, not reported. Fine. Any confusion with layoff?
Ma'am, if it is less, we should mark no, ma'am.
Yeah, you can mark no, no problem. If it is less, na, you can mark no.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
The, for example, like we dismissed our company. We are in a company, right? We dismissed 800 people. We'll say no. The criteria fixed is more than
Yeah,
1,000 employees. So if it is less than 1,000, will definitely mark it as no. When no information is there, then we'll go for not reported. Fine.
Not reported.
Okay, ma'am.
fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
This layoff is because of any reason. Okay. Next, we'll have some different reasons. See, because okay, more than 10% of workforce or more than 1,000 employees are affected by merger and acquisition. What is merger and acquisition?
Combining two companies.
Okay. Yes, yes. When two companies getting married, it's merger. For example, I'm saying, okay. Okay. Indian marriages are like acquisition. Into new name or no problem. It can be same, I mean, combined name or new name, no problem. In that, the two companies are getting married and they are equal now, then it is merger. Okay. Acquisition is like Indian marriages. Wife is going to be spelled out. So if the company is taking over control of another company by all means, that is capital, the management, everything, that is called acquisition. Right? Fine. Or he told in Tamil, I told this in English. That's why. Okay. Fine now for everyone. Understood, right? Merger and
Yes,
acquisition.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of this activity, if the company is losing more than 10% of workforce or more than 1,000 employees are affected by merger and acquisition, then we'll mark it as yes. Kind of very rare, but because of merger and acquisition, if number of employees are affected, then we'll mark it as yes. Now understood the point of layoff and merger and acquisition?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. I think I have completed round about 50. Okay, so right now we'll stop by here because we completed 50 data points, like somewhat 50 data points we completed. So I'll stop by now because it's getting dry and something. How was the data points today, guys? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.